Hi, you might be wondering if you're in a relationship with a covert narcissist, or perhaps is your coworker or your sibling a covert narcissist. So we're going to be looking at some of the characteristics and traits of the covert narcissist. I'm Lisa Taylor-Austin, licensed psychotherapist. Covert narcissists are very sullen, and they come across as being depressed because oftentimes they are depressed. Many people with narcissistic personality disorder do have mood disorders and are very anxious and depressed and cycle between these things along with euthymia or feeling pretty happy and good. But the covert is the perpetual victim. They always got the short end of the stick. Someone always did them wrong. And at first you're thinking, oh my God, what happened to this person? This is just so sad. And their stories are very believable. The covert narcissist comes across as being very gentle, very vulnerable, and they kind of spark in you a caretaking quality, and you want to take care of them. They show you little bits and pieces of the abused and neglected little boy or little girl that they once were. And this works out nicely for them because it gets people giving them a lot of empathy and a lot of attention and a lot of caretaking. However, later, once they realize they actually have you and you're not going anywhere, whenever they're upset with you, they're very passive aggressive. And so they will implement passive aggressive techniques. One of those is the silent treatment. They can give you the silent treatment for hours, days, weeks, and even years, and even if you live with them. So they will literally not speak to you, not answer you. Or if you don't live together, they just won't pick up the phone and pretty much just ghost you and act like you're not there. The covert narcissist is not forthcoming about anything. You don't really know where you stand. Are we in a relationship? Are we not in a relationship? Are they happy with me? Are they displeased with me? What is actually happening? They're very dismissive. So when you bring up something of concern to you, they dismiss it. They don't want to talk about it. They'll use humor or they'll use sarcasm to try to push it away, or they'll just turn it around on you and say you're the problem. Or they might gaslight you and get you to even question if what you're upset about really even happened. The covert narcissist will lie to your face, and they will lie, and they will lie, and they will lie, and they will lie. You'll be looking at them thinking, is this person lying to me? I don't think so. We have too good of a relationship for them to be lying to me. But they're lying to you, and there's no indication of it on their face at all. They want to cause confusion in you, but because if you're confused, they have control. And that's what the covert narcissist ultimately wants, control over the whole situation and the whole dynamic. Out in public, they play the good guy or the good girl, and everyone thinks that they're wonderful and nice and just so amazing. But behind closed doors, you get to see who they really are. Oftentimes, the covert narcissist will triangulate. They'll bring a third person into the relationship to try to either make you feel devalued or to make you feel jealous of this other person. They can use their own children for this purpose. They can even use pets for this purpose. So be mindful of this and aware of this. The covert narcissist is incredibly manipulative. They are the master manipulators of the human race. They could win an Academy Award, an Oscar, any other kind of an award that you can think of, because their manipulation tactics are so good. They're often undetectable, and they're believable. The covert narcissist is secretive and they're very sneaky. They'll lie to your face, and so you will never know that they're sneaking around behind your back. However, they are talking about you behind your back, even if they're in a relationship with you. They will be smiling to your face and stabbing you in the back to someone else. So they're telling someone else how bad you treated them, because remember, they're always the perpetual victim. They're also setting the stage. So later, when they discard you and the relationship ends, they have already painted you as this bad person. And so people will believe them that you were the bad one, not them. They live in good, bad too. So that's part of that. The covert narcissist will often just disappear. They'll be calling you every day. They'll be seeing you. They'll be stopping by, and without warning or any indication, all of a sudden it'll just stop and they'll ghost you, only to just show up maybe like a week later, a few weeks later, a month later, and kind of act like nothing ever happened. And if you ask them, where were you? What was wrong? You know, they'll tell you something like, you know, I wasn't in a very good mood and I didn't want to expose you to that. Really what they're doing, they're assessing how loyal you're going to stay to them. So they want to see, even if I ghost this person and just don't give them any attention at all, will they still stay? The covert narcissist hates intimacy. They absolutely hate it. This person likely will not hold your hand. They will very rarely ever kiss you. They don't like to cuddle. And there's an awkwardness about touching and wanting to be touched. Sex with them is usually incredibly mechanical because there is no emotion at all. You will often feel alone when you're in a relationship with a covert narcissist. They will be sitting right there with you on the couch and you will feel like you are all by yourself. It's a very tough relationship to be in. What many people don't know is that the covert narcissist has a propensity towards having sex with their own family members or incest. Now, this does not mean that every covert narcissist does this. However, there is quite a propensity to it. And they're very, very good and skilled at covering it up, hiding it, gaslighting you, and threatening you. The covert narcissist is often very sarcastic. And so when you get upset by their sarcasm, they'll say, "What do you mean? I was just joking. Geez, don't be so sensitive." That's the covert narcissist. They're very cold people. In the beginning, they broadcast to you or make you believe that they're this warm and fuzzy, kind, good person. But the closer you get to them, you find that they are not. Their interests, their needs take precedence over everyone else's. Yours, their children, their employees, their employers. No one else's needs are as important as theirs. You have to be incredibly strong to be in a relationship with a covert narcissist. They suck the energy and life force out of you, literally, because they want admiration and validation all the time. They are very codependent, even on you. And they need you to kind of prop them up and validate them and make them feel important and make them feel valued. And there is no reciprocity. They will not do this for you. Because they're passive aggressive, they oftentimes punish you indirectly. So if you try to call them out on it and say, this is emotional abuse, they'll say, what are you talking about? This is not abuse. You're crazy. You're too sensitive. And the gaslighting will begin. If any of this sounds familiar to you, it's likely that you're dealing with a covert narcissist. They are the most difficult narcissists to deal with because their abuse is subtle, it's insidious, they're sneaky, and their abuse is even sneaky, and it sneaks up on you. You might not even realize that it's happening. If you know someone who's in a relationship like this, one of the worst things you can do is say to them, just leave this person, just leave this narcissist. Most people can't leave a narcissist because the trauma bond is so strong that it's incredibly difficult to leave. So telling someone to just leave isn't going to work. That's very much like telling someone who's depressed, just get over it. We know that doesn't work either. Someone who's in a relationship with a narcissist needs therapy, and they need to understand why there's such a draw to this person and why they continue to stay. If this video was of value to you in any kind of a way, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one, and please share this with someone you know, because you never know when you're helping someone else. Thank you and take care.